Hello and welcome to Land O'Lakes, Florida. We just left another previous location out there in Lakeland with the Walmart Energy site being open, and we wanted to do one more film today, one more video, and we're about 30 miles north of Tampa in the Tampa metro area, and this is Suncoast Charging. This is a new local network, okay, and they're just starting out, and this is their first location. And what makes them different and exciting is that they're a local company. We're not talking about BP Pulse. We're not talking about Ayana. We're not talking about Mercedes-Benz Charging, all the global, worldwide companies. We're talking about a local Tampa company based in downtown Tampa on Franklin Street. I came to the opening on Thursday. They had a tent, food. They gave speeches, had chairs set up here, everything. And it was very interesting. I actually got here a little late. They were here for 2 hours. I talked to one of the owners. There's three young guys under the age of 40, it looks like, very motivated, very, smart and intelligent. I talked to Wesley, and very intelligent guy. Asked him a few questions. He was out in the sun for 2 hours, so I couldn't take up too much of his time. Probably missed out on a few questions I should have asked him, like how many they plan to open in 2026. So this is their first location. The second location is about 10 miles down the road from there in Wesley Chapel, a sister town. That's where I work over there. And I can't commend them enough on site selection. And I told him that. This is a brand new racetrack gas station. This is the backside. State Road 54 that goes east to west from the Gulf of Mexico all the way to Wesley Chapel, just north of downtown Tampa, about 30 miles. It's a four-lane road with a big median. It's almost like a highway. A lot of traffic and everything. Brand new racetrack gas station here. Grab and go food, hot dogs, pizza, blah, blah, blah. Big clean bathrooms. And Jan, if you scan over here, this is a walkable small plaza mall. And there's 3 or 4 restaurants in here, a bike shop, Grain and Berry. I know Taco Bus is in there, some retail shopping. So this is like a perfect place to put chargers. If you want to grab something quick, right there. You want to sit down and eat, right here. And the other half of the equation with Suncoast Charging, Tesla chargers. This is their new pilot program. This is the first location in the United States to actually, they own the chargers, not Tesla. They buy them from Tesla, make them in Buffalo, New York. They were shipped here. Tesla installs them. Tesla maintains them. I'm going to activate the charger in a second and use the Tesla app. But they're not it's not a partnership or anything like that. And Suncoast Charging makes that very clear on their website. They're not in partnership with Tesla. They bought the and they use their services. So what do we have here? We don't have the cheap chargers. We have version 4 cabinets. I'm sorry, version 4 dispensers with version 3 cabinets. So this is a 3.5 site. Okay, it's not version 4 cabinets. It just came out last month. But 325 max kilowatts. It does have the Magic Dock built in that is accessible and works. You do not need an adapter. We're going to charge my wife's 24 ID4 here. That's a CCS1 car without an adapter because the adapter is built into the handset there. It does have the small screen on the side. You can tap the pay here. You can use the Tesla app. I'm going to have Janet, if you want to walk up and put it on the sign here so people can see. I commended him on his signage here, right on the top there, in the picture, and what type of plugs. Okay, we got CCS, we got NAX, 325 kilowatts, 24 hours. Like I said, here's the racetrack gas station right here. Plug and charge does work with Tesla and other. So I don't know if our car is not going to work with plug and charge. I don't think. I'm going to use the Tesla app today. I like using that. They have tap to pay and RFID card. I don't know if they have RFID cards available for this. I'm going to check on that. You got Google Pay, Apple Pay, Visa, MasterCard. And if you have a problem, there's the number. And actually, I used this the other day. I scanned this and tells you how to do everything. So real cool. You just want to look on their side of their charger, Janet. You see right here, they got the small screen. I can tell you he's charging a 77 kilowatts. He's been charging for 4 minutes. Not a big fancy screen. Most of the Tesla chargers don't have the screens. And like I said, it's also a pay unit too. So all the high-tech, latest and greatest from Tesla right here. And another nice Florida touch. Every one of these has a different animal on that says preserve and protect. I think this is, what do you call it? The swimming thing there. not a woodchuck, but whatever. And then they got the turtle. I saw there's a marlin. I saw a Florida panther on every single one. There's 8 stalls here, and every single one has a different animal on. So I thought that was a nice thing. Suncoast, you got the Suncoast emblem here, their logo at the top. This is one piece of vinyl that was put on. It's not painted. Really nice, well done. Nothing cheap. But you know, people aren't here for the aesthetics. People are here for the amenities. Got to go to the bathroom right here, no problem. We want to sit down and eat. We're going to go over there. Okay. You got you got a couple stores over here if you want to sit down. You want to grab a hot dog or some pizza or a bag of chips over here. You're crazy, quick and go, and all that stuff. So really, really cool. So let's see if we can fire this up before we walk around and fire up the old charger. Okay, so I tap my app, find a charger. Okay, the map pops right up, which I like. Suncoast. Come on up here, Jan. I want to show this on the thing. You see how it doesn't say Tesla? It says Suncoast, and this is the Tesla app. Okay, so here we go. What are we doing here? We're going to hit that one more time so we can 8 stalls, 6 of 8 available. Charge here. Okay, let's see what the number is. That's 1C. Let me go around here. You stay over here. 1D. I hit that. Unlock adapter. And voila. Just like the Magic Dock station over in St. Petersburg. Let's see. Look at that. One-handed click. And once again, I'm going to look at the little screen here to see if it gives us any information as we get going here. Okay. Is it green yet, Janet, over there? Okay. See how long it takes to do the handshake? Initiating charge. I just heard a click on the car. It's green. So that was about 12 seconds, which is still very fast for this car. When you do the CCS1, you're looking at 20 seconds, sometimes 25. So we're already charging. I think I was at 53 state of charge. I'm charging at 42 kilowatts, right up to 102 kilowatts, just like that. So I'm getting a good speed right off the bat. This is 45 cents a kilowatt right here. That's what they're advertising. That's their introductory rate. I thought they were going to be more aggressive. Mercedes-Benz Charging Network, which has 3 locations in the Tampa Bay area that we reviewed and stuff, they are at 40 cents and have not changed for 6-7 months. Ayana just started a week or 2 ago. Their location down in Bradenton, and the second location just opened in Largo. They are 38 cents a kilowatt. So I think they need to be a little bit more competitive with pricing because that's becoming a real big thing. And their little niche is they're not partnered. They have Tesla chargers. They're putting it in locations. The second location, about 10 miles from here, that's under construction, is the same. A strip plaza like this, so you can walk, eat, sit down, all that stuff. Because obviously they can't compete against the big boys. It makes a big difference. So we're seeing how it goes and all that stuff. And so we have 4 stalls here. The one at the end is the handicap one. Here we have our switch gear. I can hear my fans ripping with the thermal fans ripping to keep it cool. It's about 82 degrees outside right now. Let's take a walk over here. And we have a 1,000 kVA transformer here, which is about right for the 8 stalls. And you got 4 more over here, 4 more stalls over here. And I see a Chevy Equinox. There's a Rivian here now, some other non-Teslas showing up. We got here, it was all Teslas. We got 2 Teslas next to me over here. So right now, a station that's only been open since Thursday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars of the 8 charging, and 2 people have already left, and new people have replaced them. So the word is out that it's here. And this was an area ripe for it. There is a lot of apartments in this area. Fancy, new, expensive apartments, people driving EVs that, you know, and these apartments, they all show on the maps of having 1 or 2 or 4 of the level 2 chargers in the parking lots. But when you have 800 apartments, I hear it all the time for people to come buy cars from me. Yeah, I can't charge. I come home every night. There's always a car there charging, and they're sitting there for 4 or 5 hours. So there's not enough level 2 charging at apartments. So that's where these places really come in. But I was really impressed with the young guys that are starting this up. I heard them talking to other people and saying they're looking at some sites in North Carolina. But like I said, they got this site, they got the one right up the road here. I'm sure they're going to concentrate on the west coast of Florida, being Suncoast Charging. This is the Sun Coast. The west coast of Florida is known as the Sun Coast. So really cool from that aspect. Let's walk out here, Janet, and so we can walk across over by that truck and turn around and take a picture of the dispensers and the cars here. Beautiful Rivian just pulled in. I love that green color. Beautiful color. Big tires. Those look like 21s or 22s. Over here, Janet. But this is actually really cool. You got escape rooms, you got taco bus, you got all that. So if you want to spend more time, you can do that. If you don't, and 4 chargers over here for and you got 4 over here. And you know, I always notice too, I don't know why, so you see the non-Tesla people, the Rivian, and then the Chevrolet Equinox people, and us in the Volkswagen. Always get out of the car, intermingle, be nice and stuff. The Tesla people jump out, plug their car in, and jump back in their car as quick as possible and don't talk to anybody. So I don't know if it's just me, I'm crazy, but that's what I notice every time I see Tesla drivers. Everybody's out over here, high-fiving each other. Hey, what's going on? Beautiful Sunday, just got out of church. And the Tesla people jump in their car and drive away. So a little different. So that was the Florida Panther on the end over there. I see a manatee over here. It's amazing how they have all the different things. And it looks like everybody's having no problem plugging in. There's your Rivian. He just pulled in, and he has no problem. And then I see a Chevy Equinox over here, and they had no problem plugging in the front left. We backed in. It works out better for us, just like the Tesla. So nobody's having any problems plugging in. So this new cord that they have on the V4 dispensers, I think it's 6.5 feet long, is the correct size. I don't see anybody struggling or going in the wrong stall so they could plug in and things like that. When we were just at Walmart out there in Lakeland for the launch of Walmart Energy in the state of Florida, you know, the ABB 400A, I was impressed with it, but I wasn't impressed. Nice cable, man. I thought the cable was a little short. I really did. And it made it a little tougher. And I actually parked in the wrong stall to make it work. Probably could have made it work in the right stall, but I would have had to do a little crazy, a little extra backing up, a little closer than I want to, and things like that. But this is big. This is one of many. This is the only one in the country that this is not Tesla. This is Suncoast Charging with Tesla equipment that was purchased from Tesla. Tesla maintains it, Tesla installs it, I'm told, and you use their maintenance plan and stuff like that. But Tesla does not own this site, and you also get the benefit of being on their website. I used the Tesla app to activate this, which was no problem. So cool stuff here. Everything I like all your equipment from your transformer and all the change gear, all that in the middle, and then you have 4 more spots. So this is real nice. The next location, 10 miles down the road, is only going to have 4 dispensers, and they're all single dispensers, so 4 stalls. But 8's a good number. You can't. I think 4 is kind of low. 6 is the new 4, and 8 is more acceptable, and 12 if you're really looking to future proof. And I don't know if there's a deal to put those extra spots in at the end where regular cars in on either side. I don't know all the contingent plans. Really like their signage. Did a great job. Wesley was telling me how he did it and stuff. He did a great job with that. But they're going against the big boys, and this is all good stuff. There's an alligator on that one. I saw a manatee. We got any pelicans or anything? What do we got else? And then we got an owl, and I'm dying to know what's on the end there now. None of them are the same. And it all says preserve and protect. I don't know if that's just what's the last one there? It looks like a snake. Ooh, I'm never using that one. I'm gonna win. And so you got different animals on each one. Preserve, protect. Florida has a lot of endangered animals, because of the development here and all that stuff. But all Florida cars, these aren't tourists or anything. That Rivian's beautiful. Chevy Equinox, probably one of the best value cars in the United States for an electric car. Our ID4 is true and driven and stuff, and been around since 2021, and you can't say enough about Tesla. They don't seem to do anything wrong. But beautiful location. And I told him to his face, great site location. If you're going to take on the big boys and not get crushed, there's no way they can compete. And even though they say they're not part of Tesla, they are, in a not reason why real advantage in financing programs and incentives. do their plan. Tesla's not. So they're going to open up. They need to open up more than 2 or 3 or 4. They need to open up, get it going, because everybody else is getting it going. You got 16 Walmarts going in. You have 5 Ionas. You already have 12 BP Pulses and 2 more are coming. You have 3 Mercedes-Benz already, probably 1 or 2 more down the road in the area here. So really cool. And like I said, we always like to talk about new networks, but this is a homegrown, local new network based out of downtown Tampa on Franklin Street. I saw that address on their website. They have a really nice website. Okay, Suncoast Charging. And like I said, everything was done professional, right? Even down to the landscaping. I was very impressed. Very impressed. They had a nice kickoff here. They gave speeches. They had the Tesla Club, head of the Tesla Club there, that guy that sleeps in his car for the last 10 years. He was here. I've seen him on a few videos. He was here. I was talking to him. He's a character. And no, everything's good. Everything's good in Florida, and warm weather, lots of charging. And the one thing I can't keep saying is they've opened so many new chargers. I thought it was going to dilute the pool and there'd be like nobody. There'd be one car here. They just opened this up. There's cars everywhere. They're everywhere on the one down the road. It just shows you how underserved this area was. And we charge across the street right there. There's an ER center right next door. You walk to it about 200 feet, a little hospital. They just do ERs down here instead of going to the hospital. And they have Duke Energy. They have 2 stalls over there, and we've used that a couple of times. They're 38 cents a kilowatt. They're using HTC 150s, 150 kilowatt, and they're okay. They're okay. They work. They're new. They seem to have problems sometimes, but if you need to charge your car, you can charge your car. If you're driving a Chevy Bolt that's only charging at 50 kilowatts anyway, you don't need to go to 325 kilowatt chargers and tie it up for an hour and a half because your car is charged. Go to the 7-Eleven that has the slower charging. Go to the Duke Energy sites, which are becoming more and more now because they seem to be dipping their toes in the deep end of the pool with charging. So a little late to the game, but they're starting to overcome that. And they seem to put them in charging deserts there. And next thing you know, the big chargers move in. So good stuff here. We're charging up. We're finishing a charge. Like I said, the site selection was the big deal with this. The other big deal is they are Tesla chargers, but this is not Tesla. This is Suncoast Charging. Look for that emblem. They have a beautiful website and good things to come in the future. Are they going to be opening in Colorado anytime soon? I don't think so. I think it's the west coast of Florida. I heard them mention a few places in North Carolina. I don't know exactly what their business plan is and how many to open. I got here. They did a 2-hour thing and they gave speeches. I got here late. They were almost done. They had been standing out in the sun for 2 hours. So I asked them 5, 6 questions, and then he had to go talk to other people. So I couldn't get all the information. I'd love to hear that they're opening 10 or 12 locations in 2026 and then 25 or 30 in 2027. Who knows? But everything was cheap. I really like these chargers. You don't need the adapter. I just bought my $200 volt adapter. The Tesla by my house. But I come up here, and I don't know why Magic Docks built in them. But Tesla has not released them. So they don't release on the Tesla chargers yet. For whatever reason, they've been holding back on that. So just waiting to see, but these are released. I didn't bring my adapter. I just held it for an extra second. It came right out. Tesla adapter, plugged it in. Because Florida only has 2 Magic Dock sites. One in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is in our area that we've gone to numerous times. And the other in, where's the other one? Oh, the other one's in Daytona Beach. And that's only been open like 3 months. So this makes 3 right now because there's a ton of V4 cabinets everywhere in Florida now. That's all they're putting in. But it doesn't release. You only can use it as a NAX cable. The adapter does not come out. Tesla has to hit a button or software or something like that, and they're not using it. So we'll see. This one worked fine. Worked great. Took 2 seconds, just finishing it up. So people pulling in. More Teslas pulling in. We almost got ran over. There. Saw that red one there. Model 3 pull in. We got a Model Y. Once again, the Equinox and the Rivian. Everybody's happy, living the dream. Look at that, people walking right to racetrack, go to the bathroom, grab a drink, grab some chips for the kids. It's a great location. Great new startup. Proud of it being from our area. This is the only one from our area besides Duke Energy. And Duke Energy is really from North Carolina, the way I understand it. So good stuff here, really good stuff. I'm really proud to make this video and tell them that they did a great job and to keep it up and open as many stations as you can and get the word out here about Suncoast Charging. You don't need an adapter, high-speed charging, quick handshake times, in and out, clean, garbage cans, all that. Great landscaping, not a lot of noise. You don't hear a lot of noise with the Tesla dispenser. So Tampa Chris, second video today. Signing off. Please subscribe. Put comments in the bottom, all the good stuff. High five, and we'll talk to you later from Land O'Lakes, Florida. Have a good day. Just wanted to show you the screens on our dispenser here. We are at 81%, 69 kilowatts. We've been charging for 15 minutes, and we've almost dispensed 24 kilowatts of energy into the battery. Really like this small screen. This is the one you usually don't see on the Tesla chargers. The Magic Dock is in here. You can see how big it is. When I put it back, it'll just, re-click back in place. But that screen's a big deal. They just started using these this year, as far as I know, and a lot of the Tesla chargers don't have them. So I was very happy to see they had the Magic Dock and they have the small screen, and it's giving you all the pertinent information here. It's that simple. It says Tesla up here, but this is not Tesla, this is Tesla equipment. And once again, you got 82% state of charge, 67 kilowatts. We've been charging 16 minutes and just pushing over 24 kilowatts dispensed into the battery. So good stuff, good signage. It says 1D at the bottom over here. You saw all this. We got the turtle. I love the display of the Florida animals. Brings, animal rights stuff down here in Florida is a big deal and everything. But okay, that's good. I just wanted to get that and show everybody that what we're using.